Hey everybody, welcome back. We're going to do another how-to in ROADCRAFT. Give you guys a physical representation of how to make the routes for the AI for the delivery. So first I went into Codex here, and it seems to be pretty comprehensive. There's a lot of information in here. I didn't spend a lot of time on looking at the other stuff that I didn't need at the time. But if you've played SnowRunner, you're going to be fairly accustomed to the route plotting. It's just like you would draw yourself a line on the map to get places, and it goes through all the things. And it's the routes. The one I'm going to show today is a really simple one. It's the beginning map, so there isn't too much crazy stuff happening in it yet. It's a very beginner-friendly situation, if you will. But let's get right into here and get it fired up. And I left all the loading screens because there's still information in there. Sometimes there's something that people need and just happen to catch it in the video. I don't know, it's just weird like that.
Looks like we're gonna need a generator for the phosphate plant. There should be one somewhere close to the abandoned facility. Check your map. If you can find it, bring it back to the garage inside the abandoned facility.
She's a beaut, Clark. Alright, so let's pop up in here in the main map here. And we're supposed to take a route. Oh, I don't even remember where we're building the route from. Phosphate plant is where it's going. From forward base to phosphate plant. And before you start mapping out a route, I strongly suggest that you take the time to scout. I mean, just for one, you can't really see, you can't see anything on the map. All that cloud cover covers everything until you've actually driven through there physically. But do your scouting and make mental notes of the path that you think you're going to use. I have seen some posts and comments about how people have trouble setting up their routes because of mud holes or rocks. I did another one in here that I messed up where I put one of my points, and it took the trucks basically right into some rocks. They're gonna travel straight line if you have a straight line. So you gotta be mindful of your terrain and your conditions around the path. But it's not that hard to fix either. You do not have to completely undo it. But let's focus on this right now. So zoom in real nice, and you can use what you remember from scouting along with the camera to give you the details. And you just keep in mind the size of vehicle is probably going to be running the path, and make sure you have enough room for turns. and that your straight lines aren't, clipping corners or clipping a rock so that the truck gets jammed up. What's funny is I used to do it like this for myself when I was routing a path in SnowRunner. I would spend 20 minutes just giving myself the waypoint trail. So this is almost second nature to me for this. All right, here we go. We got the path built. Now you can watch the trucks and see if there's any issues. One thing to keep in mind is you see how it has remaining reward and per truck over there. That comes into play later. You're going to see a bunch of, completion and stars and things tell you to make you think that you might be done, but you want to pay attention to that. But I'll talk more about that in just a second. See how the trucks are nice and easy, truly following the line. We want to try to avoid any sharp grade changes, holes, mud, sharp drop-offs, like the road deck is either drops off on the side or is up higher than the road. That'll affect it. I suppose I should have taken that a little bit further before I had them turn into the building, because it's got the AI backing up to go into the building since I didn't have a straight shot. Alright, so it says objective complete, and that's just the path, the one part of it where once you make the path, but you still have the I'm going to let her talk.
Especially great since I had nobody else to rely on. You're the only contractor in the sector. The fate of everything rests upon you. No pressure. Besides, the only thing left to do is to build the flood wall before the storm hits. First, you'll need to scoop up some concrete slabs. There should be plenty around your base. Naturally, you'll want to use the crane to move them. Then you need to drop them off in the loading area. Easy as pie, right? I could go for some pie. Anywho, the generator's in working order, so now you just need to make sure it's delivered. Shouldn't be too hard. Just plot a course from the workshop to the phosphate plant.
Okay, now that she's done yabbering, I don't even remember my thought now. Make sure that you're paying attention to remaining reward and the reward per truck. It matters on the overall. So yes, you got your credit for completing the path, but you're not going to get all of your product if you cancel the route because you think you're done with it. Make sure that you just keep tabs on it over in your infrastructure and missions, and you'll see here we got remaining reward 500 stars and $1,200, and when this truck goes in, it goes down to 450 and 1,000. So that means we still have math. Was it 9 trucks to go? No. 5 trucks to go. I don't know, whatever. Okay. So their math and my math, it's 9 trucks for the total stars, and you're going to have your total money in 5 trucks. All right. I hope this helps and didn't confuse you more. Thanks for watching. See ya.